what's good with you guys? My name is Fana. It's been a little while. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to stop making community posts in there talking about I'm gonna post a video on a certain day, because every time I do that, I end up just kind of trolling myself in the process. But today we're back on some Destiny 2. It's been a couple of days since I last posted actually. But basically, what's been going on? It's actually been a lot of shenanigans going on. So so last week I had made 3 videos, but the audio, as far as like the actual like gameplay audio and some of the even like the recording audio itself, got screwed up somehow, and I didn't recognize it till after I recorded all the stinking videos. So that was it was very sad. But today's video, for today's shenanigans, we're gonna be running Warlock, and we're gonna be using Thorn, and we're gonna be discussing a couple things because Bungie is very funny acting. Okay, they're a very funny acting company. Yeah, in my brief absence, Bungie thought it would be a good idea to sit there and nerf Thorn. Now, for those of you who don't know, whether you play Destiny PvP or whether you don't play the game at all and you're just unaware, regardless, yeah, they sat there and nerfed Thorn. Now, Thorn recently got a catalyst, or it might have been 10 and not 5, but essentially Bungie cut all those stats in half, or at least they cut the range down by half. They did -5, and I think they did -5 to the stability also. You guys are probably wondering, okay, so why would that be so bad? Maybe the hand cannon was just too OP, it was operating a little too well than it really needed to be, they just needed to reel it in. Well, here's the problem. SMGs and bows exist. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm a hater of SMGs. I definitely can't stand bows, but SMGs, especially, they kind of dominate a little too much. But what do? They nerf a 140 RPM hand cannon that recently got a catalyst. You gotta love it. There's been a couple new games that have been popping off too. I don't know if you guys are aware of the finals. It's not necessarily like a brand new game. Now it is like a arcade shooter. I wouldn't really compare it to Call of Duty, but it is a first-person shooter, and it is heavily objective based. Now, when I was playing the beta, because I do actually like own the game, like I actually like have like the game bought and owned and everything, but I didn't play it enough to necessarily master like, you know, my aim on it. A couple content creators I've been watching, Jev, he's played it, and then this guy named Asu, he's been playing it, and yeah, those guys are freaking hilarious to watch. So I was thinking about probably getting on with some of the boys. I think my boy Skizzy has it, so we just need like one more to actually like have like a full 3 stack. And I think it'll be a lot better running it with multiple people than just running it with me solo. It's like a game where it's like super team oriented. I do prefer to to play with people I'm familiar with. It kind of just helps with any of the crackheadery. Bruh, so like I have an Overwatch horror story, right? So this is why I don't play Overwatch. You know, I actually got Overwatch 2, and let me tell you something, bruh. Overwatch has a different level of entitlement on it when it comes to some of their players, right? I didn't realize how bad. Okay, you know, Apex, sometimes you have players that are like, okay, I want to play this character, let me get this character, right? You know, there's a couple people that might be like that. On Overwatch, it's like almost like it's a cult almost. Like, you can't use a character if they deem that it's their character. Like, a lot of those guys think like, you know, only they themselves can use said character, no one else but them. And you would think this would be like little kids acting like this, bro. These are grown individuals, right? Not little kids. These are grown individuals sitting there throwing the entire game or throwing a whole hissy fit because you picked a character that they deem, you know, that only they themselves are able to use effectively. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and force myself to be in a match with a bunch of freaking bow users. You know what, to be honest, I think I'm gonna bust out a bow myself. It's the thing about them, right? Bows are just very oppressive guns to play with, and when you compare them with something else, it makes it that much worse. So of course Bungie, they're gonna dance around the bush of, you know, nerfing SMGs, of nerfing bows. They're gonna nerf everything else around it. They're gonna nerf peacekeepers, movement exotics, but they're not gonna actually, you know, do anything to the actual archetype. SMGs, in my opinion, I think that's much easier to kind of reel in. I think once you just kind of, you know, increase the damage fall off like at range, I think you can kind of solve that SMG problem a little bit. But it's also just a play style too. I mean, a lot of people are taking those like, you know, close to mid-range engagements, and SMGs kind of just excel at that you know, at that range. Maybe you can kind of dial back the damage, maybe. I don't know if that solves it entirely, but it would be a step. Bows are a little bit more complicated, right? If you get hit with a body shot by a bow, you cannot re-challenge that corner, because they can freaking swap to a hand cannon, they can swap to a 120, hit you in the head, you're dead. And if it's Le Monarch, yeah, have fun. So maybe what they can do as like a start, they can kind of drop the damage in a way that only headshots make it towards where you're one shot after getting hit once. It never made sense to me that when I get hit to the freaking body with a goddamn bow, someone can swap to a 120 and instantly like annihilate me. So I know some people said that to make bows like special ammo slot guns, but I don't think that's the route Bungie wants to go. I think if you make all bows like special ammo slots, you're just not gonna, it might just change like the entirety of how the archetype is even used, especially in PvE content. Because I think the most important thing to recognize whenever you're nerfing like an archetype of a gun, right, you have to recognize that not only what you do to it in PvP, but it also like negatively affects it in PvE also, depending on what you do for the PvP side of things, you know. Like, look at where this dude is challenging me from with an SMG, right? There's no reason why someone with an SMG can stand right here and freaking flinch somebody like way over here. Or way over there, I should say. But with the play style that's more prevalent in this version of Destiny, or this era of Destiny at the moment, it just kind of benefits SMG users. SMGs, you really don't need precise aim for it or anything like that. All you gotta do is just spray them down in the body and you're gonna have a lot of success. That should be another thing that should be taken into consideration whenever you're thinking about how something should be like tweaked or nerfed. How easy is it for you to use it? And how much success can you get out of it, you know, with said use, you know. The easier something is to use, the easier it's going to be for somebody to sit there and, holy. But yeah, the easier something is to use, the easier it's going to be for someone to have a high ceiling of success with it. But yeah, that should be taken into account. SMGs, arguably, you can argue that they are much easier to use than stuff like, you know, hand cannons and stuff like, I guess, you know, you can even throw like snipers in there if you want to. I think there was a point in time, I think slug shotties were very, what the heck? I think slug shotties were a little OP at one point. No matter what you do, I mean, there's always going to be something that people can switch to, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I remember one time I was on Minecraft and this like little kid and his like little friend, they found out I was black, right? Bro, when I told you they started trolling and making monkey noises for like the next 5 minutes, I was just like, what the hell? I've always said when it comes to like online stuff, you know, you gotta be able to like not take stuff seriously, and you also gotta have like pretty thick skin, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna say stuff about you. They're gonna say good things, they're gonna say bad things, they're gonna troll you, they're gonna waste your time, they're gonna say everything under the sun just because it's the internet. And once you come to accept that, yeah, you're gonna have a much easier time trying to navigate the foolery that is you know, said internet. Which is why I tell people, some people just need to delete their Twitter accounts because their psyche cannot handle the foolery that is Twitter. Ew, I think I actually shot too early, but it still registered like a freaking, alright, look, I'm gonna take it, I don't care. Now, sometimes I wish I could have been a way better sniper than what I am now on this game. I mean, I think I'm pretty, like, aight, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, like, those guys that are, like, really, really good. Like, somebody I always like watching them snipe is Lonza and Panda. Like, dude, watching those guys snipe is, like, something, like, different, man. It's not that they're hitting shots. It's just, like, how they're hitting shots, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyone can hit a shot, like, around the corner. Like, anyone can, like, hold a lane and just, like, you know, line up and just hit a shot around the corner. That in of itself isn't hard to do, right? These dudes are like floating mid-air, you know what I'm saying, taking flinch, and they're like hitting headshots through flinch while sliding or whatever, gliding through the air. Oh yeah, and also Grenader Jake, yeah, whenever he's last word in sniping, bro, that dude be hitting, man. Now, if you're like an OG of Cosmic Fence, right, so like, you know, like this is technically like my second channel I've made, right, you know? And like the content like I used to love making on my original channel was Star Wars Battlefront 2, like, you know, breakdowns and how to, like, with PvP, right? Now keep in mind, if you thought Destiny PvP wasn't to be taken seriously, yeah, Star Wars Battlefront Heroes versus Villains combat, yeah, look, all I'm gonna say is that junk was not meant to be taken seriously either, okay? It makes Destiny look like a freaking well-oiled machine on the PvP side. The difference between me now versus when I made content on my old channel, I don't feel like mentally, I felt like I had to make like, you know, a specific, you know, genre of a video. Now I feel like if I want to, I can hop on Minecraft and I can like straight up just do a commentary video on me just playing Minecraft. Like I wholeheartedly believe I could do that if I really wanted to. I say want to, like that's like a like that's like an if, or like that's like a theoretical. That's going to happen. I want y'all to understand that. Like that is going to freaking happen. I'm gonna need you to relax, buddy. Speaking of which, though, I'm gonna be playing a lot more because I got a Minecraft tournament that I'm gonna be hosting within the probably near-ish future. I wanted to do something for the community since I hit 1K and everything, and I think one way we can do it, I can have I was gonna do a giveaway, but you know it could be a little bit of a fun competition. I was thinking of doing a free-for-all like little Minecraft match. I don't know how many people is going to max out at, however many people I can have and on a server without it going completely to hell. So, you know. And look, I had consulted my homies, right? Because originally I was going to do like a little 1v1 tournament on Destiny, right? But I forgot how bad people got when it comes to anything, you know, tournament related on Destiny. People tend to lose their freaking mind on here. And to be honest, I really don't take ish that seriously. And if you think I'm gonna full up with people sending me a bunch of messages because they think I should have did the rules one way or another, yeah, you got another thing coming. Bro, I keep teleporting. So yo, someone sat there and threw a cold stab. I'm just like constantly trying to dodge it, bro. Okay, there's a crackhead chasing me somewhere. How are you not dead yet? 29 limbs with a 3.62 efficiency. Not too bad. My teammate went 41 with a 5.8. Sheesh. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, you know, I'm looking forward to this year, man. Just, you know, getting better at my craft, making more content, and just being a better content creator just all around, you know, and just a better personality, you know. I'm telling you right now, just baseline, I'm never making content for Facebook, okay? At least not willfully. You might have to hold me at freaking nuke point, not gunpoint. You might have to hold me at freaking Oppenheimer tactical nuke point. With that said, though, I do have a Discord, and do I be active in said Discord? I'm not even gonna cap. I made it, and I just haven't really actively paid attention to it. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure like a couple of you may have joined it by now. I just don't be in it. Anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, I really do appreciate you, man. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button down below. It really helps the video reach other people and help them join the game. Oh yeah, Baltimore Ravens, they won too, so I'm a happy camper. And I think the Buffalo Bill. Okay, so yeah, Buffalo and Kansas play, and Tampa and the Detroit Lions, they play. The Mufasas, the Simbas, they play tomorrow. So that should be interesting. Anyways, I'm out here, y'all boys. Y'all take it easy, and I will see you in the next stream, or maybe video, or maybe even short. Who freaking knows?